One of the wonders of the world is an ancient temple in Cambodia known as Angkor Wat. The largest religious building in the world, it is wondrous to behold. But my own favorite temple in that land is not the famous Angkor Wat, but one that is a bit more remote in the ancient fortified city of Angkor Thom. It is known as the Bayon Temple. I went to visit that temple on an elephant. The boy who owned the elephant, my mahout, guided the elephant into the city, and from the back of the elephant I caught my first glimpse of the magnificent structure ahead of me. The Temple of Bayon is crowned with a series of 54 towers, and all visitors are overwhelmed by its immensity. But what impresses every visitor to the Bayon Temple is not merely the number of towers, but the fact that each of those towers bears the image of 4 smiling faces, each facing one of the 4 directions, the smile of God all around us. It is startling and awe-inspiring. Never in my life have I been so aware of God's smile surrounding me and beaming down just on me. When you first look at those towers, it appears that these smiling faces of God are all alike. But looking more closely, you discover that each smile of God is a little different. Some of those smiles gaze upon you with wide open eyes and broad-lipped smiles. Others look at you with half-closed eyes, as if concealing a hidden tear of compassion as the smile of God sees you through the difficulties of life. Sometimes these smiles are on small figures just about your own size and at your own level, smiling right into your own face, as though God were right there with you, on the same level with you, sharing in your joy at that moment. Other times, these smiles are enormous images, looking down from above and encouraging you through challenging times. Never have I been so aware of the loving smile of God all around me. It occurred to me that these ancient people got it right. This temple was made by King Jayavarman VII, the greatest of the Angkor kings, at the end of the 12th century. Throughout all these centuries, the smile of God has shone down upon God's people in a very visible way. Perhaps we could learn something from this. Since the Middle Ages, we have all but abandoned the earlier joyful symbols of our own faith and have concentrated on the darker, heavier things. In some Christian cultures, the artists seem to vie with one another in creating the bloodiest crucifixions, scourgings of the pillar, and stations of the cross. There is an important place for all of this, but perhaps we have lost sight of something else equally important. When I was growing up, we belonged to the church, a church called, appropriately enough, Our Lady of Sorrows. It was a beautiful structure, but the main ornament in the dome over the altar was an enormous, frightening eye of God constantly staring down upon us. We children were terrified of that eye and used to run out of the church in fright. Perhaps we would do much better to adorn our churches with the image of Christ lovingly embracing the children, or laughing, dancing, celebrating at the wedding banquet at Cana, sharing the joy of his people. Perhaps the ideal symbol of our faith and all faiths could be the simple, loving smile of God. You don't have to travel far away by airplane and elephant to see the smile of God surrounding you. Merely close your eyes, or perhaps even better, open your eyes and see God's smile all around you. Sometimes it is a smile that is precisely at our own level and our own size. The heartfelt smile that shows a God who joins us in our every joy. That Christ who celebrates at the wedding banquet. Perhaps it is a smile gazing down upon us through eyes half closed with tears of compassion and lovingly kissing away our tears. Perhaps it is that huge smile, so filled with wisdom, which gazes down upon us from above, encouraging us in all our struggles. Let us close our eyes or open our eyes and see and feel surrounding us, enveloping us, embracing us in our every joy and our every sorrow, the loving smile of God.